Okay, I'm going to give you some quick information on the pair valve system of the Honda CRF250L. Right here we have the pair valve itself, and there's a little bolt right down there that holds this solenoid valve in. And then there's a little plug on the front side you can't really see, but this hose right here, that hose snakes around and goes right into the air box. And then the other one comes right over to here, and then it goes to this cover. And then inside that cover there is, if you take that off, you'll see this first, and that's the actual check valve for the pair system. And then underneath that there's this little metal grate. Now this picture explains it pretty well, but I'll kind of walk you through it anyway. Air comes into your air box through the air filter, and then the air goes into the engine for your regular combustion process. Fresh air also goes through that tube to the top of the pair valve, and then it comes through the bottom in through that check valve, and then it follows this little pathway down into the exhaust port. What that fresh air does when it's in the exhaust pipe is it allows the catalytic converter, which is back here, to burn off nitrates and other bad stuff in your exhaust more completely. That's what the catalytic converter does. It takes all the unburnt hydrocarbons and the nitrates and that stuff and burns them more completely, so your exhaust coming out is cleaner. That's what the pair valve system is for. If you have a factory exhaust, I highly recommend leaving that in place, because if you take that off, your catalytic converter is going to plug up a lot faster. You're going to shorten the life of your exhaust, and they're not exactly cheap to buy unless you snag a good deal on eBay. If you have an aftermarket exhaust without the catalytic converter in it, you don't really need this system. I mean, if you have to pass emissions tests wherever you live, it will pump a little bit of fresh air through and help you with that, but its main purpose is to help the catalytic converter work correctly. So again, factory exhaust, leave it in there. Aftermarket exhaust, it doesn't really matter. You're not really doing yourself any favors by having it in here, but it's not going to hurt anything either with an aftermarket exhaust. I'll show you what the factory exhaust looks like when you cut it open. I'll show you what the catalytic converter looks like. I did gut a factory muffler, but I've gone back to an actual unharmed factory muffler with the addition of a custom tailpipe instead of a spark arrestor. But the catalytic converter is intact, hence I put the pair valve back in. So that's just a simple explanation. Hopefully that helps you decide whether you need it or not.